I hope it works. Doesn't want me to come on tonight, I don't think. Yes, I made it. Lisa Eckerly, thank you so much. Peter Benton, first in the house. Hello, Bruce and all in the chat. It's the late stream. Let's talk. We have a lot to talk about. A whole lot to talk about, but I do want to answer some of the comments. I was a little busy on a higher level last stream. Let's do this, guys and gals. Yes, let's do so. Lots to talk about. Want to talk about the supposed arc on Mars. I have something I documented here that I wrote down the dates. I don't write down all the articles all the time, but when things happen on Mars, I write down the date just to remember. Like, for example, rover finds a piece of metal that looks like it has laser holes through it. Then they stop talking about it, right? So marking down dates on August 6th, 2021, that's when I heard they had found an arch. A very ornamental are the exact words that they used, an ornamental arch depicting a cat or a lizard on Mars, and it would be an arch. So listen, guys, we're talking empire for sure. These are empires, right? The governments probably know, they don't know all about these empires, but these empires were here long before us. I think that's something that's not really hard to believe. I think it's something that's pretty obvious. We have our own empires, and obviously it's empire over empire over empire. And yes, no matter how big an empire gets, at one point it crumbles. If my history serves me right, which in reality, history is always rewritten every so many hundred years. I think probably every 50 to 100 years, they change things, right? Different perception. This is the big thing that everyone's talking about now. Everyone in the world has a different perception of what's going on. Everyone has a different perception of what's going on the other sside with the bang, bing, bing, badang, bang, bang. And everyone has, another perception, what's going on with the. So only sounds now. We can't talk about words. And a little mention, if you weren't here at the last stream, there's the host. If you have a monetized channel, go look at your AdSense. There's new updates. No more talking about and stuff like that, because it's going to hurt the channel. Unfortunately, I don't agree with the suppression, but I do want to hold the channel. So I decided that on Rumble, that's where I'm going to do the raunchy live streaming and going to talk about everything going on in the world, and to see how far Rumble's going to permit me to get ahead, all while obviously keeping it interesting. Peter Benton, thanks you guys. Lisa Eckerly, love you guys. San Season of House, thank you very much. And yet again, I forgot to put it subscribers only. I rarely do that because I know once in a blue moon now somebody comes to the channel. Listen, you guys remember the last video I posted? I changed the title. I wrote space porn, see if it's going to change something. I'm trying to jump around with the algorithm to change the keywords to see if YouTube's going to push it out. The last comments that I got on the before the stream video, which is the moon video, in a period of over 50 hours, I got less than 7 comments. I know that's impossible, and it's odd because people come to the stream, but after the stream ended, there's still no comments on that video, right? And people subscribe to me to come to the stream because they're afraid that they have to be subscribed. Then after the stream, they unsubscribe. So, but it's okay. We're close to going under the 0.9, and then we'll go down to 91.8. But again, the research is still here. Research still continues. The next video, I'm excited to put it up. I'm 3/4 way through. I showed a little part of the members about the dark triangles, dark pyramids. I have facts that I furnish with why I say these objects are what they are, why they're standing up. I explain why we're seeing them standing up. Optical illusion, everything's lying down on the moon except when you're filming along the Terminator line. I've been saying it since 2016. And I don't think there's many of us here that are real. Right, we're a very, very small group. It's actually very scary looking in analytics, and I only have about 14% of the subscribers that watch the videos. Imagine, even my members. I mean, some of you are amazing. A member becomes a member and doesn't even watch a video. I got nothing to say. I mean, he's helping, he or she's helping the channel, but still, it's scary. It's scary that there's nobody, on my members. For those of you who are members, which everyone here basically right now in the first top line are members, well, you'll notice that the videos get 2 views, and it's okay. It's okay. It's just that I hope the members are seeing that there are videos there for them at least once in a while, but it's very odd that everything is being suppressed that way. I lost the friend channel. I'm still there every day. And it's just important to mention it, to know that you guys coming back here is what keeps me up, makes the channel great. And of course, the comments, you don't appreciate something. It's always been, you can always leave your opinion, ideas, whatever, it's always welcome. Always welcome. Norma C, thank you so very much, my dear friends. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for the generous contributions. And that's how it is. Very, very sad that the friend channel crashed. For those of you, I mean, I'm not just blowing smoke up my, thanks again, Norma C. For those of you who followed me that like way back, Daryl's been here since the beginning. And even now, a lot of you here, Lisa, Sand, Peter, what's going on in the friend channel is also ridiculous. And Peter knows, he's also over there on the other channel supporting it. I appreciate that, man. But you see that there's nobody there. You see that it's like a ghost town, how they keep me sort of suppressed. In reality, I had the amazing chance to be on a big platform with real ufologists from around the world. It was the United States government, Pentagon, Space Force, and a couple of governmental ufology associations, MUFON, France, UK. I'm not sure about UK, but France, Canada, there was United States, Brazil, and another area or two with those people. My name and face was presented on a platform, which I was supposed to be sort of like presented inside of that assembly, which was, by the way, it's a national thing. This was very, very big. It was a chance finally for me to get known. It was a serious chance. But what happened is that the work didn't go through. But I'm sort of maybe happy about that, because I'm thinking maybe there really is a little part, like, guys, there could be one video on my channel that I showed something that's bothering them, right? But I don't understand how come they don't take it down. I think it's more than that. I think it's also maybe some of the theories that we've all come up with, what's on the moon, having visual proof at the same time. It's like, good evening to you too, Sansi. Thanks again, Norma C. Thanks, everyone. My grandson has been sick for 2 weeks. Oh, gosh. Hope he's getting better. Hope he gets better, Lisa. I'm free for tonight. I miss joining the chat. Well, we know you're thinking of us anyways. A lot of people, that's how it is. A lot of you are so busy, and you always take the time to tell me, Bruce, won't be here this week or won't be here next week. That's greatly appreciated. I hope they get better, though. Hope the grandson gets better. Guaranteed. Same things that we used to always do back in the days before all this hype started about sickness. We just take our vitamin C and do everything that we do usually, and everything turns out just okay. You watch. Man Free, thank you for being here. I've already told you every planet is inhabited. Just because you cannot see them doesn't mean they don't exist. Even the stars are populated. Who the hell are you? You've already told me? No, Mr. Man Free, you've never been here. A lot of people do that, though, eh? A lot of people like coming to the channel saying, Bruce, I told you, the planets are inhabited. Yeah, so I'm talking about the moon being inhabited. Of course, all the planets can be inhabited. Nobody knows, though. Nobody knows. But I like debating. I love those, though. I told you so, Bruce. Like, nobody's told me ever anything. So when somebody comes and says, Bruce, I told you. What was it? When was the last one? When I showed the dark triangle. Bruce, see? I told you in the afternoon up by the sun. Oh, yeah, you told me that. Oh, cool. Okay. Thanks. I don't remember. Barb Weast. My twinsy. She's another one. Her and I doing a live, you and I, Barb Weast, doing a live stream and a troll live stream. I bet Barb would like doing that with me. Just anything goes, whatever they want to say. That'd be awesome. I'm sure Barb and I would stick a biatch out or two. Would be doing the thing. I have fun on Barb's channel too. I met a lot of cool people here. Hey, Christopher, met a lot of cool people here on the internet. And what does it give the trolls though to have stopped the views if I'm going to still produce? It was the revenue I think they wanted to stop. Well, it doesn't matter because Brucey Boy is going to go get himself a job and going to keep up the channel. You know, I'm going to be slaying over the videos each night. Just going to give me more support. That's what it's going to do. They're not going to win. No, I'm not going anywhere, guys. Don't you worry about that. The respect I have to have on the channel, not to talk about certain things, and it's what I do. You know, we don't have to talk about others. I talk about my research, and of course, I'll never stop laughing at the trolls that attack me, because in reality, you don't get strikes for laughing at someone that's harassing you. That's how it is. Life's so cool. Sharon Dejne, Ottawa, merci. Thank you very much, you guys. Beautiful Ottawa. We never know what's happening in Ottawa now. Ottawa's like Area 51 in Canada now, right? That's how it is. Christopher Hartman, how's it going, man? I just heard they grew a plant out of lunar soil. Well, it's about damn time. See, the beautiful thing, Christopher, is that all the disclosure that probably you and everyone that's here is waiting for. And Manfrey, thanks for your opinion. Just sounded sort of like you had told me that before. Maybe you did. I didn't recognize you, man. Sorry about that. I have so many people I see here, at least 3 a day. Christopher Hartman says, I just heard they grew a plant out of lunar soil. I didn't hear that one yet, but that's very interesting, actually. I totally believe it. Apollo 17 or something, at one point, they were planting something. I heard maybe a rumor talking about them had planted potatoes or something on the moon, which I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe for the elites, once they get there, have a garden that started for them. There's one person that talks to me about the planets, and I don't know if it's human or not. It's definitely not someone from Earth. Some people have a connection, and some people are telling them shit in their heads, excuse the expression. And whether it's, you can't help but wonder and ponder, am I going through all these past lives? Is it remnants of my past life? Is it a being that I'm seeing? My father passed away when I was young, so I was like, is it my father coming back to see me? Then after that, I started doing this research, and I said, holy crap, they could be aliens all my life, that all those spiritual encounters, because very vivid memories of seeing many forms, never anything that looked alien, because everything was always hidden. Silhouettes or family members. That's all it's been. But the ghost-like people are silhouettes. And I say ghost-like, they're not ghost-like, they're just, but I tend to think they're in other realms, because the ghost that I saw looked like he was afraid of me. I like scaring ghosts. When a ghost appears, say to yourself, he's probably freaked out as hell. He's seen you in front of him, probably hasn't seen anyone in ages, and he's walking around you. Freak him out, you'll see. I'm telling you, they get freaked out. Hey, William, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, so much, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Pascal, thanks for being here. Greets from Swiss. Thank you. Switzerland, you guys rock down there. Thank you very much. Hope you guys are doing good. Watching in the news, the stuff that's going on. William, thanks, bro. Very much, man. Greatly appreciated, man. Thank you so much. All you guys here are doing so much amazing support and watching the videos and everything. It's so odd that other people aren't coming to the channel. So I'm being on my best behavior not to talk about anything with the 3-letter word starts by W and sounds like and that's how it is. But I mentioned that happening on the moon, and I didn't think, how they put up a ban of people talking about the 3-letter word starts by W? Well, if I talk about that happening on planets, now is YouTube allowed to block? So I'm very careful when I talk about that. I'm not, I'll do it more in the members, maybe talk about what's going on, maybe not even. We could just say that we can assume something's going on, an interaction, some lights, maybe the smell of sulfur. lifting up off the surface. I think people understand what I meant by that. Because, man, Free, we base all our ideas, man, and everything on, well, of course, maybe experience and encounters. I get it. But in general, there's a lot of information out there that's really changey. That's what gets to me. There's a lot of information out there that sounds really, really impressively good and logical and stuff. But I have a tendency of having a hard time, even with the planets. I definitely believe there's a possibility of having planets inhabited. But would I go as far as confirming it? I don't know. I don't feel safe confirming, saying that there's beings on the planets. Of course, I have no idea which beings they are, but we are talking ancient empires. We have lots of information here in books, encyclopedias, and which would be probably a lot better than online to look and look up a bit with it's Mayan, like Andrew said, Mayan empires. They predicted our current reality. They absolutely did. Where's my Mayan stone? I have a Mayan stone, Mayan calendars in a rock. Yeah, that's what they did. William, thanks, bro. Thank you very much, man. Amazing support, you guys. I really appreciate that, brother. Yeah, man, you said it. The Mayan empires, they predicted our current reality. They did. They also predicted the changes in the time stuff. These people were advanced. Thanks again, guys. Norma C. William. These guys were advanced in astronomy. They were very advanced in mathematics and everything, physics. They were really, really, really out there. They knew the stars so well. Why do you think? Because that's all they had to do at night with candles, was to look through a telescope and to look at the sky, to look at the stars. Galileo, when he found out that Jupiter's moons existed, it was just by doing like what you and I all do, you guys and me that like looking on the moon. It's just looking and looking and looking. And then we noticed that there were other moons in the background. So Galileo noticed that and was able to notice that then the moons had other stars, so it's an infinite amount. So TH, thank you so much, you guys. I love you for it. I love you guys. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate that so much. William, thank you, bro. Thank you so, so much, man. I owe you guys everything. Everyone that's here, you guys got to keep coming back, though. Please keep coming back. Very scary what they're doing to the channel. And I'm not going to hide it. You guys kept me on longer than I was supposed to be here, probably. Even though it's illegal what they're doing, there's some new guidelines for the trolls and the cyberbullying now. Hopefully it will help. And, I show a lot of stuff on the moon. Imagine if I was competing with other channels. Imagine if I was literally competing with other astronomy channels, pushing them aside, saying, I'm the big honcho, I'm the astronomy guy. Then I'd have a lot of trouble. But I didn't. I'm just trying to do my own thing. And it's like, even that, seems to have caused a lot of problems. But I learned one thing is that walking a straight path and being honest, that's all I have to do. I'm pretty sure that what I showed is revealing enough. Like, I'm not going to hide it. I cried when I found out that the UFOs, I was able to capture them. I remember calling my mom, telling her, explaining it, even her right off the bat. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, what? So it took a while for me to be able to calm myself, actually, to be able to, 3 days, to be able to share it with everyone. And when I saw that people weren't interested in it, well, not, you know what I mean? Everyone's interested. When I saw that it's people have a hard time finding the channel, I said, well, it sort of was expected, right? I did expect it to happen. So unfortunately, Lisa, thank you so much, Lisa. Love you guys. Really appreciate that. And thanks for being members, guys, too. And for all of you who come here, take the time to look at the videos. I greatly appreciate it. Keep listening in, Christopher. If you can't text, listen in. So the Mayan, yes, Sharon, that's exactly it. That's all we have to do, sister. Absolutely all we have to do. Andrew says, this is a good one. The Mayan, thanks again, guys. The Mayan empires, they predicted our current reality. So now they must be going back to the Mayans to see how they were so advanced to be able to predict what was happening today. Think of it. The Astrodamus, that's me. Astrodamus said himself, no, I didn't see him and I didn't hear him say it, but it's information online. Supposedly, he was not even clairvoyant. He was just a visionary. He used physics, mathematics, science, astronomy, everything that we know that I only barely touch on to be able to do these certain predictions. Look at it like you want. No Nostradamus, Damus, whatever. Looking at the sun and being able, if you go look in the community, there's over 25 times I wrote in the community that a large earthquake was going to occur, but it's not because I'm predicting anything. Absolutely not. I'm watching the sun and I'm reading the patterns of the sun. Some people are really good in patterns, right? Some people can play those games where you flip over something, right? It's not for nothing they have those games. Remember, some kids at school was all of them. It's that, and you could never get two of them, That's my story. Anyways, that's how it is. Why was I even talking about that? Hey, Karasar. Hey, guys, thanks. Whoops. No, it didn't disappear, you guys. All the names changed. I hate that. There's no way of me trying to answer everybody's names. It's unreal that happens all the time. I'm so sad. Yeah, the Empire was definitely a good one. Gassar, salut, mon frère. Thank you very much. Or had technology to see into the future. So that's what comes down to. What if there was a portal, right? That object that they're talking about on Mars, an arch or something like that, is, anyways, before I get into a couple more comments. Casa Nostra, hello, man. Hey, you guys. Justin Branch is in the house. Hey, Lindsay Shaw. Sorry, I must watch Dark Journalists and Gigi Young live. Gigi, you love Gigi? Me no like Gigi. So you better go now. There you go, my friend. I blocked you. We have 7 string Dove MC. Hey, how's it going, brother? TH Chaser Bruce. I'm a lord now, guys. If you buy 1 square foot of land in Scotland, you can have a lord put in your name. So as of now, to you all, I am Lord Bruce. But then I said, it's going to cause problems with the trolls. It's not going to mention no. Yeah, I saw that the other day. No, I didn't buy the piece of land, but I thought it was really funny, which it was actually true that you can have the Lord put in your name. Wouldn't that be cool? Who the hell is this Lord Swartz? And I could put like a, okay, anyways. Getting carried away. Darla, thanks, you guys. Thanks a lot. Elias, thanks, you guys. Hi. Bruce, I'm glad I know to tune in on Friday at 8 because the other stream I always miss. Thanks, Norma C. I appreciate that. Love you, sister. Thanks again, William. Wait a minute. Thanks, bro. I hope I saw them all. Amazing support, you guys. I promise to put out. That's all I promise to do. Hey, I thank you very much, 7 strings. I appreciate that so much. Really appreciate that. Welsh Warrior, that's an awesome name. Hello from Wales, UK. Thank you very much. Got a lot of amazing friends from UK here. A lot of them triangles reminds me of ancient Egypt. Really, honestly, 7 strings. Yes, they just have that eeriness, yes, to them. They absolutely do. You're absolutely right about that. They have a hell of an eerie feeling to them. And I'm telling you, fairy dust, I believe you. Welcome. Evening all. Daryl, thank you so much, you guys. Thanks again, Norma C. Evening all. Yes, thanks again, Daryl. Manfrey says existence is not pointless. A planet without life really doesn't make any sense. But I agree. Agreed. We are a reflection of this creation, and there's nothing pointless within us. Well said, Manfrey. Thank you very much, brother. Definitely, I agree with that, man. Oh, yes, they suppress. I like that theory, Sharon, about the simulation. But would you guys all agree with me that it's a physical simulation? So there's pain involved. Think of it. There's pain, even though it could be just the mind. I don't know at times. At times, I'm really curious about whether that pain be the mind or not. I'm going to refill on coffee. I won't be gone as long as the last time. Allez, on se fait hello dans la maison. Dans la maison. Still a little hot here. I think it only gets hot once I put my glasses and hat on. If I confirm to you that I've seen the other side, how many would believe me when you think of it? That's how it is. When a guy tells me a story that's similar to mine, or that says that, something took him out of its room and then it couldn't breathe, and then it went into the ship and came down. You understand that no matter how incredible that story is going to be, it's just going to get harder to believe for no matter who. So that's why the scary part is that it's protected. If somebody gets abducted by an alien and tries to tell the neighbors that a ship came down at night, he's going to be ridiculed. I'm a guy who believes in UFOs, and I look for them. The neighbor said he was abducted. Oh, yeah? How? It's like it's not something, that comes. It's not something your brain can automatically believe, but that's how they hide. That's how they hide. I believe everyone has spiritual encounters, but not everyone's intuitive enough to sense them when they arrive. Some people are as strong enough to be able to open these doors and go on the other side. But what happens is they let things enter, most likely. In theory. Just pass by, put the thumbs up. Thank you very much, Elias. Thanks, man. Take care, people. Thank you very much. Yes, see you tomorrow, man, on the French live stream. And for those who want to stop by and say hello in English, you can stop by on Saturday's stream. I stream at 1:00 in the afternoon. We have an amazing community on the French channel, another small niche family on the French channel, but they have remained with me. And me neither had to rejoin. Thanks, Lisa. Some people have some problems. I hope not. Thanks again, Norma C. Appreciate that. Hello, Darla. It's hot enough for you, Darla? His Highness, there's a name, decided to add a comment. Well, geez, I thank you very much, especially coming from His Highness, sire, as you were. Darla, I still can't join as a member? Oh, no. I've tried so many times. Really, Justin Branch? Geez, I didn't know anybody had problems joining as a member. That sucks, actually. That's too bad. Thanks for trying, Justin. I appreciate that, man. Justin Branch, I've seen you here for ages, bro. Years. Always had a comment. If I was to start insinuating who is trolls and to go on the channels to see, there's a lot of people that come here that try to be private, and they hide their family life, their children, their husbands have big jobs. Sometimes it's the opposite. They hide their wives. The guys are very careful with who they are. So some channels don't have videos, and some channels don't have any activity on it. And that I can't assume that they're trolls. It just so happens that most of the trolls are. But I protected myself like that in the past all the time. So, be very careful with my identity. So, hey, thanks, Lisa. It's greatly appreciated. It changed my life finding out that there was something up there. And you all know it could have been something so beautiful. The big channels could have tried to um, debunk me. I mean, I'm insulted that the big channels didn't try to debunk me, because in reality, it's not a test that I'm doing, not a challenge that I'm doing. It's that, the way I'm doing what I'm doing, I don't have any problems answering in what I did. And I know if somebody, a professional, even though he wouldn't agree with my technique, if he did exactly what I did, he's going to see the same thing. So it comes down to that. Lightning Will I Am Robin, what is the name of your Rumble channel? I thank you very much. I find your material fast. Thank you so much, Lightning Will I Am Robin. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking on Rumble. It's all together, Bruce Sees All. Just the capital B, capital S, and capital A, BSA, but all together, Bruce Sees All with two L's. Here it's the small a for the all, and over there it's all the capital letters B, the C's, and the all. And on Rumble, and I will start doing some stream testing and stuff like that. I don't want it to hinder at all the production of the videos here and stuff, but it won't. Like, while I'm uploading there, I'll be able to maybe test a stream or something on Rumble, or maybe put a video up and start talking about some stuff on the moon that I know about that I would never mention here. And a lot of people don't like hearing me when I say that. It's because they think you might think I'm hiding certain things. Well, yes and no, because I've mentioned it, but often I say it without implying that it's a fact. And I mention a theory. Sometimes I don't linger sometimes on certain things. The black triangles, I've showed them many a times. Well, maybe 3 or 4 times, but I've talked about them, not being shadows. Then I showed some people some other objects that also have shapes on the surface. So the proof is there. The visual proof is there. We have enough to have an interesting channel, at least to say that, wow, I mean, there are some things up there, even if we don't know exactly what these things are. That really doesn't matter. It doesn't take away my dignity. Doesn't take away the interest, right? The interest is there in the unknown. The less I know about what's on the moon, the more it interests me. And it's still very fascinating to be able to see what's up there. So it would be nice if Congress would reveal something next week. Stereotype, thanks a lot. A lot of people here have been mentioning that. They feel the same way, I think. I feel the same way. I'm hoping some information is going to come out. I'm very curious about that rock, the arch or arc that they talked about on Mars. I do have the document here that I had that I remember filming on August 6th, 2021. We'll talk about that in a bit, see what they say. Literally, they found an ornamentally decorative, very decorative, like this big marble arch. And I'm saying marble, stone, right? I'm just imagining it. And with a cat or a lizard on it. But the whole arch is a lizard, could be a lizard's mouth opened up, I imagine, or something. Very interesting. Imagine them mentioning lizard. It's funny, Is it like they're deliberately, for disclosure to come out, they can only divulge it by a finding? Oh, we just dug this up, so now we know this, instead of just coming out and saying, well, there's 9 UFOs buried there at the archaeological site in Egypt, and we transferred them over, by boat, and it took 6 months or 6 years to bring all the. Who knows what they did with those 9 spacecrafts? You can be sure they didn't dig the hole and take out the 9 spacecrafts and have 9 trucks, Flobes, bringing the bloody spacecrafts to Area 51. I highly doubt, or shipping off in boats. But it's real. They really found, apparently, right here on Earth, those objects were hidden there. Hey, feedback, Fred. Oh, it's still hot here, eh? Holy smokes. Get the towel, guys. Yeah. Just shammied myself off with the car chamois. A little humid tonight. It's actually surprising because the temperature, a little dark, up to 84 degrees. It went up pretty high this afternoon. Aha. Aha. Grandma, I'm sick. But kids feel better when they're with grandma, though. They feel better. I'm starting to feel better. They go over to mom's. I'm still sick. Gotta go back to grandma's. Thanks, Norma C. Appreciate that, you guys. Love you. Thanks for the contributions, you guys. Hologram on Halo Ground. How's it going? Cool Bruce from Houston in the house. My Texan friends. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks, Darla. That is my mailing address. If anyone wants to send me anything, UFO pictures, space parts, alien bodies, stuff like that, the regular stuff, you can send that over to Bruce Swartz up in Valleyfield, Quebec. Genesis, Revelation, it's coming. Greetings. Hey, thanks a lot. Hey, J-Fan, how come it is much clearer, easier to understand your English lives than those in French? C'est ma langue maternelle. How come it's much clearer, easier to understand your English than the lives in French? Oh, why? I don't know why. I am French, bro. If French people can't understand my French, I have a serious problem. I have a serious problem with not being able to speak out. Do you mean for the quality, maybe? Quality of the video? It could be. Trolls much? Yeah, I got a lot of those problems. Thanks again, Peter and everyone. Tina, hi to you. I'd do a troll live stream. Yes, I wanted to, and which would be fun to have the trolls come on and blast me. And you tell the trolls they can say anything they want, and I'm going to star the comments, but it costs $2 to insult me. I'll leave all the insults up. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't do that. I'd make a fortune. I had people saying, you piece, 10, 5, 10, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You moron, lying fraud, son of a beep, beep. Donation. Yeah. It'd be funny. It'd be interesting to literally see the trolls, but some of them are brave too. And here's the thing. Like I've told my mother this and my family members a lot because I don't have friends, physical friends. I do the research. I'm in meditation, and it just so happens that in my meditation of 6 years, which will last 4 more years, I'm doing my work, doing the meditation, just focusing on the sky, doing a troll live stream to get the opinions of the trolls. Some of them are really making me out to be a big thing, like the big shit is Bruce, and I'm not. The research, I got some cool stuff. Sure, people should be interested in it. I have a unique way of doing the research, and I like to believe I have some cool videos and that the editing's done very well, a unique way. But some of the trolls, yeah, they can't take it because don't forget, a troll that hates me is because he's mad. So he doesn't usually. And Lisa, I've seen trolls. I can be a troll. I got some of my friends here that could be trolls because being a troll is funny. Trolling someone, anyways, it depends, not to the point of them being suicidal because it happens, but I get the trolling. I'm okay with that. Some people come here and say, Bruce, it's just, pixels are getting on the moon, but writes LOL after that and stuff. I get it. Sure. No problem. They know that I'm sick and tired of hearing people say that. That's what they think. I think Bruce will be disappointed by what people say. There's one thing I did learn in life is that no matter what people think of you, you are what you are. If you are doing a certain thing, if you're dressing a certain way, if you're going to a certain place and saying a certain thing, you shouldn't be affected by what people are going to say, because if you mean what you're saying, just mean it and say it, right? And if everybody did that, it'd be a lot easier to see who's good and who's bad. If people didn't, hide, because online, a lot of people pretend to be other people. We're not going to hide it. We know a lot of people doing that. Some people pretend to be, other people that they are not, and they can lie online. Did you see the video of the Galactic Federation fleet of ships passing the ISS camera? I would say I possibly think so that I would have. And there was several vessels in V-shaped formation or something like that. I did see that recently. It's real. It's definitely real. And it's those lights again buzzing around, right? Salutations de l'Allemagne. Merci beaucoup, JFan. JFan, bienvenue. Hey, brother, good to see you. Hope your weekend is phenomenal. Thank you so much, man. We're working really hard this weekend. Hoping, anyways, we got rain coming all weekend, but Sunday there's supposed to be an eclipse. I didn't even check to see if I should be able to see it, but if I do, you can be sure I'll be filming it outside. Building a temporary roof outside to do my setups and stuff. Getting acquainted, with what I have to do with the solar scope. And well, it'll either be good or it's not. That's the experimentation that we'll do. I'll show you all along the way what I'm doing, and it should be good. It should be really, really good. I hope. The stress. I don't know about you guys, but I work good under stress. The more stress there is, the more I produce well, seems to me. But not too much stress, guys. Just a little bit. Thanks, I am Kai. Getting a job, don't let them get you down. Oh, no, never. No. Norma C, how I would be a liar with all the amazing friendship that I made here. Just the comments that people have left me. If I said I didn't have a tear sometimes, I'd be a big liar, right? Like Ace calls me a big fat liar. But gotta laugh. You have to laugh. Have to laugh at it. When shit hit the fan when I was young and death in the family and stuff, things started going really bad. Laugh at life. Be happy you're alive. And I guess when we go through hard things sometimes in life, we really appreciate life a lot more. That's for sure. Being alone in meditation, what I'm doing, and at home doing my work and focusing, I can't believe 6 years went by, but I'm telling you, when you're doing what you like, and it's interesting. The job, Norma C, is I want people to realize I'm at 50,000 views. I won't have a channel if it goes down to 30, right? So I won't have any revenue. So what I'll do is I'll go get a job, and then I'll continue the stream. But I'm not doing that to challenge anyone or to threaten anyone. It's want you all to know that I'm going to stick around. They would have to really, really ruin the channel. But like I say, minimal amount with the Patreon and everything, a little bit the members. It's all a lot. It's helping a lot. So I'm always remaining positive, of course. The suppression is sad. It has to stop. If you think there's a lot of real ufologists and astronomy channels on YouTube, there's not. There's not at all. I'm talking about real UFOs. Do you guys know anybody that films UFOs every day? Like a lot? Like honestly, like me, like filming UFOs that catch a lot of stuff. I'm not talking about an infrared camera with a couple of lights going by. There's not a lot out there of people doing that. And most of the people doing that are showing images. It's people that have these incredible channels. I know you're going to tell me Brazil, all the lights and everything that people are seeing. Yeah. Well, are they real? Are they not real? Because these videos are just popping up. There's no name or face to them. That's why I like my research has a name and a face to it. And when people say, what the hell is this? Like, who made this video? And they come and see the channel, I'm a real person. So I'm real, guys. I'm telling you. Hey, His Highness from Ottawa. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You have to realize that we are living within a creation. This ideal has limits, and infinity is not contained within this creation. That's right. If you were to step out of this creation, you could recognize it. I totally agree with that 100%. Maybe you told me before, but I agree with it. No, seriously. Yeah. And I feel that when you leave, well, you come back, but you never fully come back. And a part of you remains over there. And when I say a part of you remains over there, it's because we're talking about literally a part of us, an energy that remains there, whether it be the soul, whether it be a parallel world that has your second you in it. But it does remain very interesting. But when you see the other side, If you're able to see outside of the fishbowl, is what I like to say a lot. If you can see outside of it, you're going to see what's there. No one's going to agree with you or understand you. And the more you approach to see what's out there, then you'll bring back information to explain to people what's out there, and you won't be able to explain it. Or the people will literally, just like in a movie, just disappear. If you don't think my life is like the Twilight Zone, guys, my channel having no activity, but having such support here, my family comes and contributes and stuff. It makes no sense when you see there's a big support, right? So when there's no support, I'm not going to hide it, guys. 3 days, no views on my last beautiful moon video. Of course, it's freaking me out because I know it's the shit-stained trolls doing it, and it's not just the agents doing it. There's a mixture of both, right? Definitely a mixture of both. But all I can do is just keep making the videos. Frank, how's it going, brother? Thanks, man. MEM Texas, thanks for being here. Yes, sir, bro. William, thanks again, you guys. Norma C, everybody. Thanks for the push, the help, and everything. Genesis, Revelation says, Daryl, where'd you see that footage? I like it when, see, we're a real community. People talk amongst themselves, right? A lot of people felt, oh, Bruce doesn't like us posting links and stuff. No, it's not about that, eh? It's about like people like advertising for the same channels. I only have one channel that everybody advertises about, and they're afraid that I'm afraid to mention her name for some reason. Some of you follow her, Gina Colvin Hill. I had problems not with her, but with lots of people in the community. So I'm totally open for people going to any channel, but someone's advertising for her channel here. So often, block or I take them down and stuff like that. But everyone's welcome. I have people from Tyler's community here. Lots of them. Lots of people say, why don't you, hook up with Tyler? Well, Tyler played me a little bit a couple of years ago, actually now. But I think it's really cool when people from the other communities and astronomy channels come by the channel, Not many channels that I said hello to. And, weather channels or whatnot, like Mr. MBB. There's only a few that I took the time to say hello to. Mr. MBB, I joined his Facebook. I added him on my Facebook. See, I got scared after because I said I didn't know. That's when I just got there. I didn't know channels were really bad. Mr. MBB is not bad. He hasn't been with me anyways. I got nothing against him. UFO featured my channel. I featured him. It's just a help for a help. I think it's pretty cool. So, of course, I talk very well about these channels, even though I don't really know them very well. And the channels are different as compared to mine. I like to believe that I'm a little unique the way I do the research, and the findings are definitely exclusive here, the ones on the moon. And hey, thanks so much, Rich. Another thing, like Rich, the support and everything, also been a member. And a lot of you do that a lot. Up and down, in and out, contributions like that. It's very, very appreciated, my friends. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'll check. Yeah, that's where I saw it, Daryl. If you're talking about the one with the UFO and ISS. If you were able to step out of this creation, you would see a glowing man. Well, that's interesting. Whatever is above, like that which is below, you turned around or just, my mother would hear you. She'd think I was a devil, because the turning around part is the whole idea, which people don't understand. You turned around or just looked around, you would find other creations. And you said it, just turned around. Like literally, right? Like a kid in his diapers with his head between his legs, look at his mother behind him. Do it, right? Look at life upside down. Some people are really into that stuff, like mysteries, and a lot of people, thanks again, Rich, a lot of people aren't. When somebody looks at somebody upside down and goes, whoa, your eyes are weird, they've been there all their lives together, right? People don't notice these little things, these little silly things sometimes. The way light reflects. When I started studying with my channel, you'd think I was nuts. Almost had a tear playing with a big stick in the water. Oh my God, the light's bending this stick. And I was just seeing all these things. It's all basic information that I learned in the past, and I didn't give a crap about because it wasn't necessary. And now to understand the moon, well, I try to learn more about my own planet to be able to, like, before saying what the rivers are doing on the moon, um, might have to learn about what the water's doing here, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all to study everything. Heliophysics, the sun, astronomy, ufology. Is it that when there's not even any concrete facts out there about UFOs, it's just different shapes, forms, and sizes of everything imaginable, which could be anything from their own satellites, their own spaceships. I mean, just the theories. Think of it. Since the UFO report, you notice everyone just calmed down. No one's flipping out anymore. It's like people don't even care anymore. They're like, well, now they're saying this, now they're saying that, to the point where people aren't going to care anymore. Peter, thanks, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks for the generous contributions, you guys. But it's true. Marcelo, Xavier, thank you. Hello to you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, William. Carla Buchanan's in the house. Thanks, Carla, for stopping by the stream. Appreciate that. Carla, if you haven't seen the last moon video, extremely close up moon video, forgive me, I changed the title. I'm trying anything now. It's called Space Porn, but I assure you there's no porn in it, and you can check it out. I'm trying anything now to get people to view the video. I have over 75 comments that I commented on the video to see if people see the comments, and not one of you see me when I write. I can no longer pin my own comments on my videos, and I can no longer write a comment unless I write to one of you, and it's my own channel. So just to give you an idea, crazy shit going on. But hey, Bruce, I hope you're having a great day. Rich, thank you so much, my brother. And again, it's just, I appreciate that, man. It may have popped up a second time, bro, but I want to thank you guys twice to be sure. We are all forms of beings. Yep. And we're all sparks of light. That's beautiful, Sharon. And it's very true. I agree with that. Are we from that same spark of light, Sharon? When we become energy, when we die from the physical world, do we go back to the energy that created us? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Zap right back into the pocket of the big guy upstairs. Like, oh, I remember being here. Oh, there I go again. Pew. Oh, no, reincarnation? Asian, Arab, animals. Some people believe they come back as animals. And I say reincarnation has nothing to do with my religion, but I'm sort of I'm a theology buff. I'm into cultures. I'm into religions, and I learned all about these things when I was younger because I was looking for one thing. I was always looking for this secret society when I was young. I believed it existed. Then when the internet started, then it told me that the world's run by secret society. And I go, holy crap. For real. Like, I mean, that's like mind blowing. And then you think of it after and you go, well, that's, a child's thought in his mind. Purest thought in the world, a child's thought in his or her mind sometimes can say the darndest things. First, you have to download SLS app. Super awesome. Thanks. I'll check that out, Lisa. Yeah, imagine I forget things in this life. But I have to vouch for that. Whether it's true or not, like I say, I have no reason to doubt people. Only here, probably only one or two of you remember the story. But anyways, real quickly, the elderly lady I was in love with a long time ago, and I dreamt of her, and in my, I'm going to call it a dream. It was a vivid vision, but I was sleeping, and so it must have been a dream. But I just remember that old lady. But when she was with me in the dream, it was It was an affection, like a desire. I had spent a long time with her. In other words, that old woman, I was in love with her. And when I saw her, I was in love with her too. And I loved her. And she was very, 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 very old. Very, very old, the woman. And I remember looking at her, I was filled with emotions. And again, it was just a dream, but I felt that I had spent so much time. It's not bullshit, I'm telling you. I remembered all the shit that went on at that time in the dream with her. And I remember being happy to have seen her for the last time. I was young. And I said, maybe that's the girl I'm going to wind up with later on, a girl with long, white, golden sort of hair, you know. And that was in my dream or vivid dream or whatnot way back. So do I believe that people can tap into other lives? In theory, it interests me. For me, it's something that's very, very interesting. If I've seen my father come back, if I've seen, you can say, well, Bruce, it wasn't your father, it was the devil. Whether it be or not, I respect that, but it doesn't matter. Something did come across from the other side. And that thing that you call a demon, how would he know about my family? Think of it. Starts talking about me and my dad. A demon, really? I don't know. That's because I like manipulating, Bruce. Maybe. I love debating. Just that we never know. It's just I like the fact that it could be anything. It could be anything. I could be wrong, right? There could be no UFOs on the moon, but it doesn't matter because there's still those lights going around. And if it's not UFOs, it has to be something. And we'd have to find out what the hell it is and try to think of something else like, hey, what can it be, right? That's how it is. Whew. I'm doing pretty good. I only toweled off once. It's just the hat because I got my hat, the glasses on, everything's hot. I'm a hot guy. King Moonman, thank you. Richard Garcia, thanks, Richard. Thanks for the comments too, brother. Infinity never ends. Remember, throughout existence, countless creations. Oh, yes. Endless and countless creations in which those creations have remained hidden here on earth and buried. So some ancient technology is buried here on earth. And I believe the governments every so many years unburies this Lucas sort of, Beelzebub sort of Satan machine. Imagine in theory that can destroy humanity. Is that what they bring out every time to do so? Is that how they end humanity every time? Everything that is these days is frequencies. Everything's done with a frequency now. Everything's done with a frequency. They're mentioning it now. They're saying China's causing weather storms and they're sending hurricanes to the States. I mean, look at the news, guys. They're the only people that get hurricanes and shit. China, Japan, and the States in general, a lot. And you look in the news and you saw hurricanes coming to the States. Oh, Florida. How many recent years, just the past 5-6 years, how many times has Florida been hit? But back up 12 years. It's not the same. Everything's accenting itself. Everything's ramping itself up. The more and more storms, higher velocity of everything. The storms are stronger. The snow is whiter. The snow accumulates more, That's how it is. Thanks again, my brother. Let me scroll down here to see where I am. Hold your head high, Bruce. Thank you. All because of you guys, and be proud. Thank you so much. Your work will be part of our disclosure history. It'd be a beautiful thing, right? In 15, 20 years, somebody says, well, look at this guy found a little bit of the truth. I know I don't feel that I've exposed it all, but it's cool that you guys feel like that because it is something very, very exciting, guys, to have found all that stuff. 6 power plants went offline here today. Oof. Are having is conserve this weekend. That is not good, Emmy. Texas. That is not good. Hey, Yvonne, let me grab some coffee real quick, guys. Thanks for sitting in with me, you guys. the unknown makes you feel scared. We get scared with the unknown. Um, Things feel evil when something happens around me and I'm not able to pinpoint what the hell's going on. Uh, it feels like there's something evil around me, but it's not always evil. Sometimes it's um, the fear comes in. The brain tells you there's something, Bruce, something's going to happen. Something, and it plays with your mind often. Just felt like saying that. Imagine after we are all gone and they, future, look at our channels. What will they say? I thought that was incredible. Already there are some videos from at the beginning in 2007 or 2009 on YouTube, and you see it's like, wow, we're changing. It's been only 10, 15 years, and wow, at how much we change and everything. It will be something incredible. Did you know, Yvonne? I don't know if you guys know it, but if ever you want to see some footage from the 1800s now and from the 1900s in color of everywhere from, well, depending on the dates, of course, everywhere from Los Angeles, New York, the Big Apple, in the first days that it was just being built. They have incredible color video footage in 4K, which was obviously redone, but it's absolutely incredible. Even, well, we can't talk about them, but anyways, in color. So silly. I got a spot in my window and it's bugging my ass. Hello, my fellow truth seeker, Richard Vaught. Thanks for being members, you guys. Thanks a lot, Richard. Just remember that there is no absolute truth. That's right. Well, none that we will know about, that's for sure. There is only the quest to try and find it. Oh, yes. The game on. You got an awesome quest going on. Thanks so much, Richard. It's our quest, you guys. We have that quest going on for sure. It's quite the amazing quest also. What I should do is screw them in on each side of the temples. They'll stay on nice and straight. I don't wear glasses. That's the worst of it. Just use that to hide my eyes. Thanks, Richard. Hey, Christy. Daughter just got home and checked mama and first chick just hatch. Oh, I'm going to be catching up on some news on Patreon then. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome news. They said the reverse power was on while the plant were offline. Oh, whoa. They won't say what happened. So you know what happened? But the failures led to about 2,900 megawatts, which is enough to power more than 580,000 homes. So did somebody shut off the plants? What are we going to do, eh? The aliens come down. That's it. Nuclear plants go down. Electricity goes down. Radio goes down. Everyone with ham radios, everyone with CBs and stuff that we've plugging themselves on batteries, sticking antennas back on the cars, trying to find out what the hell's going on. Breaker. Anyone out there? Where's your 1020? What's going on? Where's the fuel? Where's the food? This would happen so bloody fast. So bloody fast. So our little advanced race that everyone says, we're so advanced. We're not. Because when they turn off the power, it turns off our lives. The internet, our teenagers will not be able to find their bedrooms, and they'll not be able to find their schools or to be able to go to the bathroom. Without the iPods, they'll have to physically relearn everything to walk, because kids don't walk anymore. They just play with their iPods and everything. iPads, everything digital. Have you ever seen the kids on YouTube that the parents took the Nintendos away? Those of you born around my time in the 70s, which a lot of you I know are, when you had a Nintendo, my God, I feel old. A Nintendo. Yeah, I played a Nintendo, imagine. Didn't play very old games. Not as old as Ace, but but do you remember that? Boy, first Nintendo and the games. Remember someone at school with the Pac-Man? Only the rich kids had the Pac-Man, little arcade Pac-Man. It's like, holy crap. Wow, it's like a real arcade game, but compact. It took like 18 batteries and it lasted the bus ride home and back. Whoppa, 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 whoppa during math class. Let's go. That's what kids were doing. But it's not as bad as today. So have you seen the kids that get their Nintendos taken away from them on YouTube? Do you see what happens to the kids? They become satanic. They threaten their parents to death. I'm moving. They just lose it because they're hooked on that gadget. So the government holds them hooked and force you to buy all the shit and games for them while they're hooked online. And then they can be indoctrinated by having video games where I could only imagine in the next video games coming up, like, you'll see things like Mortal Kombat with like gay pride parades in the back going by and stuff like that, has nothing to do with not liking gay people. It has something to do with why all of a sudden the focus on one culture. Why are we doing that to a certain culture? Why are we bringing out or emphasizing on a certain desire? Because it's nothing else. It's just a desire or whatever. Yeah, but gay people, it's natural, Bruce. If someone's gay, is born naturally gay. Duh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, no problem with that. I don't care. I think everyone should be equal. I think everyone should have a parade. So here's the idea. Let's stop all parades and get back to freaking work. That's what we should do. Portal's not real. It's movie theater. T's Garage, I appreciate that. That's something very interesting. Are people going to believe, portals? But you mean in general? Excuse me. You mean in general a portal doesn't exist? As a debate, in theory, I would disagree with that, but I don't have any proof about it. I believe portals can exist, but I have absolutely no proof. Absolutely no proof. I think it's almost a logic that it could exist. But thanks for sharing that, T's Graph. I bet you a lot of people think that the portals don't exist. I respect that totally. I know it had nothing to do with the moon. I shoot, no problem. Or aliens or whatever. I was putting that out there. It's effing hot in the bottom. Like, yes. Thank you. That's what I was going to say here too. No, it's ridiculously hot. And it's unpleasant, eh? Actually, last year, that's what I should do is just, give me 2 seconds. We're going to fix something and I won't be hot anymore. Got to run to the store and get some ice. I'll be back, y'all. Bring back some ice for me too, sister. Yes, some ice. Give me a second, y'all. Disappearing trick. Oh. There we go. There, let's try that again. Let's see what the damage is. Okay. Can I keep myself hidden? Yes, I think so. Good. Perfect. Now we're talking. If you want to know more about the Earth and the Moon, read the words given to Jacob Lorber by Christ and not Chris, explaining Earth in detail and also the moon and its inhabitants. People seriously interested should look. Thank you very much, man. That's what people have to do. Michel de Nostradame, oui. Il y avait son frère. Hein? Son frère. Le Nostradamus avait aussi un frère. Hein? The Nostradamus had a brother. And the brother didn't feel as intelligent. So he said, didn't feel as intelligent. Oh, should hide myself. Wouldn't want to show any skin. wouldn't want Ace to make videos of my skin. Genesis. Wouldn't that be cool, Barweast? They'd hate me then, eh? Lord Bruce. Well, I tell you what, they do say, oh, Lord Bruce, a lot. That's one thing. Yeah, I don't like that too much. Hang on here. I'm dying of heat. There we go. There we go. I don't want to show anyone my dress. Okay. Oh, Lordy Bruce, perfect ring to it. Lordy Bruce. Yes. Well, they I hear a lot of oh Lordy Bruces and oh Lord Bruce, but not oh Lord Bruce. More like oh Lord Bruce. Seriously, you know, like you seriously think that? Oh yes, plenty of help, you guys. I love you all so much for the amazing help. Warp speed to the portal. Yes. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like what we perceive as the portal is probably not like the portal that really exists. And yes, there could be some movie ideas to it because, you know, people do that, right? People come by my channel and say, Bruce, portals exist. Have you ever heard of the T-336 portal that was in the movie Star Wars back in the day when they showed the portal that you could go? Yeah, some people stay hooked on the videos and the idea. So I don't want to stay hooked on that. But Andrew Basiago and the story that he had about him going to Mars, about him actually going there with his father. He was supposedly going inside of an archaeological dig, like an archaeological dig place, literally. He was going inside of the cave with his father, which had very modern setup of a Stargate or portal. It's a time machine. Would get in that. And those who don't know, well, Andrew Basiago does talk about it. But again, whether it's true or not, they can add lies in that too, right? Excuse me. Star Hunter, greetings from beautiful Rogue Valley. Thank you so much. Andy Torres. I'm in Port Newark, Jersey. Be good peace. Thank you, Jersey. Thanks, you guys. Lots of friends from Jersey. 80 people. Do we have 80 likes? Oh my gosh, I hope we have 80 likes. I have to blow my nose now. Geez, guys, I'm like a 2-year-old today. Give me a second. Okay. So I'll sneak off this way. It's just so humid here, eh? Yes, Bruce, you told us. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's just incredible heat. It's incredible heat, but it makes for like really awesome outside evenings, though, to get the breeze and everything. I had a lot of UFOs the other day too, so I'll be getting some of the Dark Triangle video up, Bruce. That's what I'll be doing after this for you all, and I hope you'll all take the time to watch it. But we won't be there. Look at the names that are here, and well, actually, yes, it's all my good friends that are here in general. Hey, Andy, how's it going, man? Hey, thanks again. I just answered that. Sorry about that. One advertisement, that's it. Because I track down those channels after that and I take them down. No, I'm kidding. A planet without life is still creation. Damn right it is. And the worst of it is there's always going to be biological life on it, living organisms, I believe, like small living organisms. Look at the little animals that they dropped off on the moon when Bereshit supposedly crash landed on the moon. What did that do? Well, they probably crash landed it right about where the garden was, so that those bugs will go into the earth. And somebody just said they grew some lunar vegetables. Oh boy. Bill Gates is making breast milk for ladies. I'd get a second opinion if I were you girls, but it's up to you. Darla, do you know what Sir Bruce's favorite treat is besides a cheese? Sadness. You know why? Because there was only cheese that I enjoyed eating. But very, very good news is that I'm shrinking. And that's good news. Losing a lot of weight just because I stopped eating cheese. I must have been eating a lot of cheese, eh? But it's because I put cheese on everything. Favorite treat. I stopped eating sweets. Don't eat sweets. Nothing anymore. Bacon. Probably my favorite treat. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not into treats, I guess. A lot of views is a hell of a treat sometimes. Scruffy Page, thank you. Lord Titles. Yeah, a title. I think it's pretty cool. I think it makes an amazing presentation for someone. This guy's a musician. Yeah, what's his name, man? Yeah, what's his name? Lord. The guy's like, what? I got to check out his music. Yeah, he sucks. Got a hell of a name, but he sucks. Lord. Yes, my lord. That's how it was in the day. If you're Scottish, you have a lord in your name. I think. I'm not even sure. I think if you own land in Scotland, you have lord in your name. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Craig if he's a lord. Or if you have to buy one to become a lord. I don't know. Because if Craig's not a lord, there's definitely a problem. And I'm not going to buy a square foot of land for $50. But I'm curious if I can actually grab that and change it on my birth certificate. Oh my goodness. I was supposed to be born, and my mother always made a joke about that. And boy, a good thing she didn't. I would have disowned her if she called me that. But she said if you would have been born a day ahead of time on the 14th of February, I was born like 1 minute after. That's not true. 3 hours or 4 hours after Valentine's Day. So then I was like, oh my God, you had sex before I came out? Valentine's night, I go through all these scenarios, anyways. Maybe I never mentioned, but I think of it. I think it's funny. I said, yeah, 4:30 a.m. the next Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's about right. Came out. And I don't even know why I'm talking about that anymore now. I do not even remember what I'm saying. Oh, gosh. I wish I could rewind the live stream to remember what I was saying. I was getting off on a rant there. A rant. Everything does have a purpose. Even the reason why I just forgot what I was saying. Probably. I believe that, man. Not everybody does. I do. Kermit Clemens, how's it going, brother? Live moon video. Live the moon video, just awesome. Thanks so much, Kermit. I appreciate that, man. 3 days, almost. It's going to be the third day tomorrow. No comments. 2 or 3 comments each day, which is funny. The videos stop at 2100, like 2186 exactly. Just boom, stops right there, and no views. So I took a picture this afternoon of the analytics to see all the activity in my channel, all the movement, and all the videos getting views, and they're rolling backwards. The views that you guys see, 2,000 views on that video for the moon, incredible, which is now called space porn, because by this point I don't care anymore what it's going to be called. I know it's only my group that's going to be viewing them anyways. I have more of a chance of someone clicking on a video by me writing me nude just by curiosity. Hey, he's going to show his big ass. The guy's going to click on my video, and then there's going to be like 4,000 or 5,000 views. When I did Trudeau videos, remember that, Darla and everyone? Maybe 5, 6 videos about Trudeau that I put up, some funny videos and some serious videos. 10, 20, 30,000 views those videos got. Just posted them a couple months ago. Way up, they're growing up to 40, 50,000 because it's about shit that nobody cares about. Trudeau. But if you talk about the moon and you talk about, beings on the moon, like that video that I put out, solar telescope, hydrogen alpha solar telescope, brand new, unboxing and stuff. 700 views 1 week. You're like, wait a minute, what the hell? That's how it is. Hey, Sabo Debol. How's it going, man? We all have our own individual simulation. That's, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we each have our own perception, right? That's what even a couple of truth seekers were saying. People have their own perception of exactly what is going on. Like if I was to ask you, what is the stress level about the incident going on in Timukamum? Well, you'll say, oh my God, it's like 8. It's dangerous for us. It's close to death. And you could ask somebody else is going to say there's no danger whatsoever. Different perceptions. Of course, we have different opinions, but it's not just that. The news is deliberately breaking up the news and showing different news to different people everywhere. We cannot see the whole truth and the whole story, right? Basically, the media is CIA run. All of it in all the countries. I saw that in a very old interview in black and white, the United States government, and they were asking the CIA if ever there were operatives or CIA operatives that were hired to go into the media. Yes, right? So in general, the media is run by the CIA, and they're speaking for the CIA. So when things come up on the news and they admit certain things, it's always used against Russia or China. It's used as a weapon against them. Media is used as a weapon. So stupid. Thanks, Darla. Will do, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lisa. I'll be checking. HOBA Bruce, I'm here for my Friday Truth Soother. Thank you so much, bro. Yours is the most legit research on the. Wow, man. See, that's what I love hearing, you guys. That's a lot. It's even a lot to take in sometimes, and I love you for it, and I appreciate it. Thanks for appreciating the work. Totally awesome. Research on the net, and you will be vindicated. And thanks, man. Peace, my brother. Here in Cali, California. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I know at least lots of people do. Lots of people do believe in it. But it's just that there's stories that are ridiculous, right? There's stories that make people think that, well, okay, Bruce, but like, don't talk too much about the shadow man that goes to your house there. I get it. It's I was always very careful talking about, incidents and stuff. But I'm telling you, I've seen the other side. I've seen beings too. And the reason why I call them beings, they're just entities. I have no term for them. Some people stay stuck on things like, even me, one guy said, Bruce, maybe it wasn't your dad seeing you when you were young. Could be. Does it really matter? That person, that spirit got me through my younger years. So if it wasn't my father, he most definitely was certainly very helpful. And I believe that there's a way of protecting yourself. There's a way of connecting without necessarily connecting, but maybe just observing or, not opening your soul so that something can come into you. But it exists. The other side exists. You have family members that just passed. You're not a person who's religious, and you maybe even feel that God's not going to be there for you because you don't believe in him, or maybe you feel it's too late to turn around and believe in him. He knows what's going through your mind before it happened, and he knew you were going to do so. And whether that's true or not, I have no proof. But I just don't take a chance. If somebody tells me to be good in life because someone's watching, may as well be good. Try to do good, right? Chaotic co-creation. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Benton. Appreciate that, you guys. Thanks, Lion the Heart. We staying hanging out after the stream tonight? Nope. I don't hang out with anybody, my friend. Batman doesn't have any friends. unless you're Robin. Yeah, I got 3 girls lined up here at the door. They're just waiting for me to shutter the lights for the stream to be done. They're going to race over to the house, get out the beer and lines and stuff. No, really quiet guy. I'm Liz Dexick. I keep seeing Cat Dog 79. Liz Dexick. Geez, finally a joke I can't understand. Liz Dexick. It has to do with the numbers, I guess. I imagine somebody had probe numbers. Trying to get up. Look at the app later. Yep, you said it, T's Garage. A simulation created by control. Absolutely. Scroll all down. Instead of moving on up, I'm moving on down. Thanks again, Peter Hyde. Love you, brother. Thanks so much, man. Mr. Sandman's in the house. Sammy Atkins of Bluegrass said hi. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you. High back, please. When you imagine Saturn with its life, you have to see it vividly with a lot of color. Yeah, when you look at Saturn and Mars and all, they said it's a red planet, and then you see on, when you're on the surface, it's not even red, and then, that's like the sun that looks yellow. Maybe the surface is solid. I think the big secrets are the planets. So if we want to know what the secrets are on all those planets out there, all we have to do is sit back, relax, breathe in, inhale, exhale, and just think. Pretend you're Isaac Newton under the tree in 1666. Just sit down and try to think of shit. That's how I found every theory about the moon, by just trying to analyze what's going on. I like doing that a lot. I reflect, and for some reason, there's no reason to do so, but I notice a lot of patterns. Thanks, Christy. I notice a lot of patterns in nature and patterns that people do. That's why for me, it's easy to locate a lot of the trolls, because they have the same reoccurring patterns that they're doing. So Celtic Hammer, I do not see them, Darla. Thank you so much. Greg Roberts in the house. There's Celtic Hammer. Thanks so much. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an alien in New York. I love Colors of Space on videos, but don't remember seeing my own in real time with my own eyes in space. Can't wait. I won't want to forget again. I don't think there's probably any color that we see in space. I don't know, eh? Maybe on the moon, looking back at Earth, would be a very, very snowy gray marble. South Pole on Neptune is melting. Yes, they're starting to talk a lot about the planets and a lot of the stuff that's going on there. We heard recently Jupiter lost its storm. The big red dot that it had disappeared. Saturn eventually is going to lose its rings. Neptune will develop one. So on and so forth. Thanks, Auntie Mandy. The South Pole of Neptune is melting due to an arc reactivating and heating up. Polar shifts. So all the planets will shift. So the Arctic's heating up. When it melts, it'll reveal Atlantis. It's in Lake Vostok. I've heard that theory before too. So it has to be a pretty deep theory for it to get around the world and for several people to, to say that. I'll tell you what, I do believe that there are craft, that are here stationary. Was it Lake Tahoe? No, where the hell was it? Anyways, the Venus guy, the supposed alien from Venus, I do believe there was some contacts from other, outside aliens and stuff, but I don't think any of us will ever know the first contact where the first two beings for the first time encountered another being must have been a hell of a long time ago. Probes are all going to the sun, Greg. They're all going to be watching the sun for the sun to be reacting. The sun is going to explode very, very soon. Yeah, I hear you on that one. I'm very interested in that theory too. Could be absolutely be a Death Star. It's that, or maybe it's like one of those, those skateboard parks where all the kids wind up, the poor ones, and they go there and smoke meth and everything. Maybe it's like a big, I feel like stupid, like as stupid as gut fell right now. What if it's a big, like, smoking area where all these stoned aliens with their UFOs and their big mags all meet up in a parking lot? You see how it's hard to get out of the mind of a human? Because we're human. But what I mean is when you look at structures on the moon, the first thing we're going to say, because we're human, well, wow, are those buildings? Or we'll say, is that machines or something? We know it's not natural, though, by looking at them. It can't be. That's why when you're born, they say many happy returns. Oh, yes. Yeah. No, but seriously, yeah. That's how it is, man. It's true. Yes, and I'm sure everyone here agrees with me. We've all met a lot of people in our lives. Maybe most of them suck. Oh, wow, Lisa. Well, that's another thing I was supposed to get equipped with certain monitors, all the monitors. I was even supposed to get the eye monitors where they go off and they flash and they show, the spots, the specks on the walls to see if there's a shape or entity or form. All the devices that we need to do some ghost hunting. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if some of those meters would go off once those UFOs come whizzing around. Hey, Aldora Dorota, thank you so much. Hello, Bruce. How's it going, my friend? Sorry I'm late. No, Nickerton will have to resub maybe. Hey, commercial Darla. Hi, darling. Thank you, Carl, babe. Of course, my friend. Sub to the channel to give me some support. But anyways, I know I only get unsubs at the stream. Every stream, get about 20 unsubs. But it's nobody. It's one person. Unsub 20. Yeah, you just stream you fat fuck. I'm gonna unsub you 20. I should have called myself that. The fat effing astronomer. Piss people off even more. UK royalty are the godfathers of the secret societies. Yes. Amen to that. Celtic Hammer. It's nothing else. It's that simple. I have images and proof. My grandfather, love your grandfather. Because of him, I have images and proof of that. I have images, okay, of the king, a certain king who is Grand Poobah. No, but yes, you understand? At the lodge, Masonic lodge, the trowel in his hand, the apron, master apron, everything is shown in these very, very illustrated older books. And back in the 1800s, these books were circulating, and it was a religion. And what was the date? I think it was every 9 Englishman was in the society back in the time. It was just a normal thing that everyone was in that. It was something to better yourself, and there was nothing nefarious with the people that were joining it. And again, that's the difference. Like I say, but the royalty, yeah, they're the ones that are blending in what they're doing with that, ritual like. They turned it into a sect, basically, because you have the ancient Masons and you have the Freemasons now and the Blue Lodges. They are, if you want, you can say imposters, but I don't like saying imposter. It's more of a free will. They call them Freemasons, not for nothing. And, those branches came from the ancient branches of it. And, even in French, the Masonic League in French isn't French. It's English. It's Scottish. Do you know that? Go see in France. La Loge, La Grande Loge, I won't name it, but it's there. And when you go there, it's Scottish people that are there. Which is totally interesting. Hello, the stats. How's it going? I loved your beautiful video at Daytona Beach. You brought me back to when I was 13, 14 years old, and I'd gone there with my parents a long time ago. Hello, beautiful Bruce. Hello, beautiful Julie. And live from the southern swamps and almost full moon, man. Are you pulling my leg? I'll be checking it. Love, darling, and all our peeps from the southern swamps of Florida. Only the best. One of the best areas in the States. Like I say, that's all of Quebecers go there. That's where we retire, my friends. That's where I'll be. No, but that's a lot of Quebecers do go down there. You guys get all this, the Quebec seagulls and old age people. That's what happens. Everyone from Quebec, we all go down to Florida. It's a deal we made. We say we just go down to Florida. That's right. I was forgetting Lazarus Project. Thanks a lot, brother. Especially coming from you. Of course you remembered. Friday the 13th today, ladies and gentlemen. Did you all know that? It's surprising. I had an incredible day, even though it's not over yet. But I did. I had an incredible day. Thanks again, Julie. Thanks, you guys. I love you. Anti-Manny, humans don't dream. Oh, she disappeared. Hang on here. Thanks, Laz. Humans don't dream. She'll be your wife. You will be very old. Yeah, I believe that. Exactly, I believe it. But no, I miss her now. And I remember her. And I remembered stuff that we did. And I remember us young in school. And all I remember is fields and candles and darkness. It was in the past. I do honestly believe that. And I can confirm that the first time I saw that woman, she was on a swing on a very, very big tree by a creek, and it was our land. And how I felt that it was our land. We were retired. It was after some fighting that had gone on. W word. Yep, the UK royalties, the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds are the Germans, right? Just my opinion, but in reality, they are Germans. His parents were Nazis of Elizabeth, and even Arnold Schwarzenegger, who admitted that his father was one too, which was absolutely incredible. We gave him the key to California. Okay. That is very, very concerning. And then things started getting so screwed up. And for the first time in my life, I saw a white person say white supremacy is a problem in the government. And then I'm like, I don't even know if I should say this. Honestly, good thing I'm not a reporter, because I would turn around and say, what are you doing with the KKK? Get rid of that shit. Get it the hell out of here. Well, you can't. They're running the U.S. government, is what I believe. So how come they're if they're the ones standing up saying that it's white supremacists that are a problem. I'll say, like somebody said in a show this afternoon that was having a good laugh. It goes, white supremacists now are people like, Kermit the Frog, racist. It's like anyone now could be called racist for no matter what, which is a little bit silly, I find. But no, I'm not a big dreamer. I have very vivid dreams, but it's not just a dream, it's my thoughts. I have thoughts, shit's going to happen, and it does, and that's it. And I don't believe I'm even going to get that with my mind. I believe that it's something that we were all given to us. The information, when we crossed over, we had it. Before we were born, there's something that was planted in us, in our DNA, so that we would retrieve certain things. Maybe we're doing the retrieval of the information without actually realizing who we were in past lives, but maybe the goal is to better ourselves each life, better and better, and then we go up through the levels. I really believe that if I'm in the physical world, it could be my damnation, the end of my life, as I was already alive, and then I died, and then I did something wrong, and now I'm back in the physical world. I believe that to be an angel, or to be an entity, or to be in the spirit world, in theory, I think it's pretty interesting. My theory is that you have to live in the physical world to understand the importance of keeping your soul safe from danger when you think of your physical body as a shell that's holding your soul. So you're like a ghost in prison. You're down here, you're a spiritual being. You can get out, but you can't leave. For your soul to leave, well, the body has to die. If not, you have to come back, and you can't stay away for long. I believe in those things. Yes. Yeah, most of us are on planet zero. Like really planet zero. Yeah, I guess there are some old souls, I guess, Auntie Mandy. I'm feeling that aliens are alive underneath us all. I believe that too, that they're definitely underneath us all. I feel them. I believe that 100%. Maybe, hopefully they're protecting us. We can only hope that they're protecting us, to do the right thing in life. Maybe they're going to come out because of nuclear and stuff, The sun, there's 7 layers to it. The younger and more immature, or closer to the center, was the wisest and brightest live on the surface. I like that. It's interesting. Man, free. Very interesting, bro. There's lots of layers, People still don't understand. Most people don't have any clue of what the sun consists of. I still get people laughing when I say the surface of the sun. Reality, the surface is a term that even scientists use, which is quite simply the photosphere. Photosphere is where the sunspots are present, and it's the only way also that we can find out how that bloody sun is rotating. But again, we'll never know how the sun is rotating because we're rotating too. So if you take universe that's rotating, what if the universe is going like this all the time too? Right? I used to think that the universe was like this and that the planets in the universe are going around. But it could be that everything's shifting at the same time, everything's spiraling, and nothing ever comes back to the same place. We're always beside, never ever being back in the same place, thus never giving us the same weather. And the effect is felt every so many distances that the earth goes away further and further. How long is it going to be till we get further from the sun? I tell you, in general, our fate, not us, but many, very, very many future far generations away will have a problem with the sun that's going to cook them. The sun is going to cook Earth. Do you believe me? It's cooking us now. Imagine in 30 years, 50 years. Imagine 1,000 years. Oh, yes, it is. I saw a picture of Bill Gates with breasts. I'm a little confused. For real. Bill Gates had breasts. Totally confused. And then a week after, this SOBs tell us he's going to be making breast milk, and they show me with him with a pair of boobs. I'm confused right now. I'm totally confused what's going on right now. You hear about the salad they're going to build, layers and layers going up. The salad they're going to build, the salad, and they'll be putting inside of the salad. So stay away from the salad. When we are gone, the elites will only have AI, and they will rid the elites. That'd be awesome. We should hook up with AI right away and screw the elites over. All I know about is that every time one country gets in a fight with another country, and it's always the civilians that are in trouble. No one else. Too much said. Darla, weird your weather's so warm. Glad you have nice weather though. Yeah, and it's not nice. It's scorching hot. It's like saying, you're in a bath and with there's ice in it, but then they put boiling water in it. You can't have just a nice bath. It's hot or it's friggin' cold. That's how it is. Too bad, because this month should be the month where progressively less and less cool evenings. We've had a lot of cool evenings past few days, and it's very weird because yesterday it was also very hot, but it wasn't hot in the house at all. No sweating or nothing. The humidity today is bad. It's really bad. Pruny 22, that's a cool name. Thanks for being here, you guys. I always try to scroll all the way down. Dragon Sage, hello. Hey, thanks, man. Ancient but still here. Hi, 132. Thanks for that, my friends. Appreciate that. I love old books. That's something I'm really crazy about. Gosh, I'm crazy about that, guys. Old books. Looking at really old books. Dean McMahon, thank you very much. They say Skinwalker Ranch was a portal. Yeah, I've been hearing about that too. Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch, very scary for those of you who don't know about that place. Very, very peculiar place. I don't know if it's satanic or not, or if it's a portal to the other side. Yeah, like you say. Listen, guys, are we on the verge of having them? Love you, Christy. Are we on the verge of having them admit to us that there's some type of portal on Mars, a gateway that's been very commonly used? They sent a few things through it, and it turned up that it worked. So maybe in the near future, try to find a way to see if we'll be able to teleport some astronauts there or something. Wouldn't that be incredible? That would take away what's going on the moon, about people getting worried about what's on the moon. Many countries preparing to go to the moon. There's, my gosh, guys, we're talking about over $100 million in funding, and even more than that. I think NASA got billions of dollars for funding, something like that, to go to space this year as compared to last year. Yeah, well, it really was hot tonight, you guys. So I guess more streams. Maybe I should start streaming 24/7. Every day, all day long. Always Bruce. Someone comes on at 2 a.m, you're there. It's written over my head, Please comment. Any questions? Always there. I also have photos of many smaller craft that I first thought were just a ball of light, but when zoomed in on my phone, I can see the sharp winged objects. That's funny you say that. And that's how it is. They all look like lights, but sometimes there's something protruding from the light. There's something coming out of the light that you can see. Of course, it can be, it can be craft, absolutely craft. And the craft that they're showing are craft that have absolutely ridiculous shapes that it's definitely not going to float. It doesn't look like something like a plane that would be aerodynamic. We see these odd shapes and they float there. It's like they just sit there, in the sky. Beth Noyes had gotten an incredible one on her channel. You should check out her channel. Beth Noyes comes here, member of the channel and a contributor, the supporter of the channel. She got a cool, real daytime UFO, a cigar shape from up to down. Beth, no, yes. You have to go look at it if you guys are into the UFOs, because I wanted you guys to see everything of that. I even talked about it on the video because it was so incredible, that video. It's just straight up proof. You see that, it should get millions of views because it's another vehicle. So if they said that there's 9 vehicles with 9 different propulsion systems in Area 51, it could very well be that there are other objects with propulsion systems. Now, here's the scary part. If these UFOs, I'd love to know the date. That, I'm not going to say Bob Lazar didn't say it, but I didn't hear him say it. And I pretty much heard everything he said. I would love to find out that those 9 craft that they dug up that have different propulsion systems, if they're old. I tend to think they could probably be 10, 20,000 years old. And if they are, guys, that changes everything. Understand that? Imagine him talking about that. Yeah, well, turns out 43 years ago, there was a big alien 3-letter word with a W that we can't mention, fighting. It was a big fight in space, right? Wow. Maybe they came and invaded Earth and took it over because it was just, there were just dinosaurs or primitive apes, whatnot, animals, maybe just animals. They came down here and said, we can make a being. The base is inside the ground, and we can watch and observe them for many, many years to come. If they have immortality and all that, they have plenty of time to waste if they want to do that. I believe there's a lot of truth in this, guys. I don't think we're in 25 years to come that we'll ever get the entire story. But if they just start talking about that already, an arch, don't you guys see what's going on? China said that there's structure on a structure on the moon then disappear. Don't talk about it. They lied, actually, because they not about the structure, but they lied about the object that would have been revealed a couple days later, 26 days later, a month or 2-3 months later. They didn't do anything. Wow. Aliens already here on Earth. So imagine if we are the aliens. Well, they and us, we, them, they, us, right? But imagine if we were the aliens that were advanced, going planet to planet to experiment on other beings, bringing them back here to Earth. And what everyone's fearing that the aliens are doing and abducting us, it's us. It's our governments. In theory, I'm just talking about theories. It's scary. When you think of that, what's more scary? Another being from another planet examining you, or someone that's like you, that's literally poking you and changing your DNA for what? To see a certain reaction to a certain drug that they're going to be following you for months without you knowing it? Why? How big is the secret, right? Where do they all meet up? Where do the men in black meet up with ufologists? Where does NASA meet up with the government? Where does Area 51 meet up with the government? It's not even federal. I don't think Area 51 is not governmental. It's higher than the government. Barack Obama, I hate talking about that SOB, but he did not have access to Area 51 because it's several top secret levels over the president. Bob Lazar said that, something like 30 to 40 levels. And those are what we know of, right? Just basically, how many levels of secrecy are there? It would make sense that if there is an alien being in charge of us, well, it would go up in ranks to, boom, UK royalty, whatever, military, kings, queens. But then who? Galactic Federation. Galactic Federation speaks for who? Do these people speak for God? Do they speak for billions of beings out there? Is the Galactic Federation old? Just start? I mean, we don't know any of this crap, but it remains so bloody interesting. It's all going to come out. An arch Okay. In 2 or 3 years, they already said the moon has water. The moon has even vapor in the atmosphere. Mars has clouds. They played the sound of the wind on Mars. We can clearly see that there's mud on Mars from wet mornings where the water runs off and creates ridges and layers and everything there, sedimentation. It's a geologist's dream, or a biologist's, microbiologist, whatever. It's their dream to be able to see what's on what's on Mars and what's on the moon. They know right away by looking. Archaeologists can get an idea that look for structures and Mayan structures or whatnot. They'll look at the moon and they'll say, crap, there's signs of construction there, Even more scary than the construction could be something even more futuristic than the Mayans. Imagine if it's a being that's been there since the 1800s. Very scary. Ladies and gents, we made it to 10 o'clock. Poor you had to listen to me for 2 incredible hours. Thank you incredibly for the amazing support. The next video, you're going to love it. And at the same time, I'm going to show a couple of other triangles that I found. And listen, straight up dark triangle that flew by the sun. You see my research over the years, I don't every day, pop up with things like, there's more pyramids here, there's more this and that. It took me a hell of a long time to be able to understand that Copernicus had a pipe, a line, and, that little Blue River-like area was connected to 3 overlapping lines. And some days when you go up there, you can't see the surface very, very well. And that's where I came to the conclusion, in theory, maybe there's an atmosphere, clouds, hazes, smokes, that are blocking us the view from the surface. We see UFOs with smoke behind them. Someone mentioned the first stream. Wow, Bruce, imagine if the UFOs have propellant in it, like fuel. It's incredible. And it could be, because we could be imitating each other. Maybe the moon people have been watching us with telescopes, imitating us, watching us leave. Maybe they have their astronauts to come do secret projects and land on the far side of Earth. Like if someone's landing on the other side of the ice wall in a white ship in the middle of the snow, no one's going to ever know they're there, right? So they can easily do that on Earth and hide, definitely hide. Hey, folks, be expecting some incredible news this week. The Pentagon, why did I say they were going to talk? Oh, well, now we saw these lights coming back the other night. I don't know what the hell was going on, but there was a lot of UFO activity, and then it fell really slow. I have more UFOs too that I caught with the infrared. I even asked a couple to flash for me if they disappear, to win some prizes, having a little bit of fun with the sky, which it always should be. I'll get that up for you all also at the same time. Forgive me, all of you, the ones that I was not able to see all of your comments. I wish I could get to all of your comments. Hey, Stephanie Kerr, that is awesome. Awesome news. Got my Yeti set up. Greetings from California. Hi, Bruce. Stephanie Kerr, love you. Thanks a lot. And yeah, enjoy. Don't put your volume up too high at the back here. Test it. Mine's up about, it's just to say a quarter turn. Just to say I put it up a quarter turn. If you're talking very, very close to the microphone and you're using words like popping corn or pickles, you're going to hear a lot of popping sounds. So either put one of your baby socks or whatever over top of the, don't know if you have a baby or not, just saying, put something over your microphone might be a little bit better. I don't have it because I don't care. Just talk and pop whatever I want. So ladies and gents, thanks so much. The stats. Floyd tried to get a card and came out without one. Here's his super chat, and he says, Bruce, keep the bacon frying. Thank you so much. They tried to get a card and came out without one. Hey, thanks a lot, Julie. I love you guys. Hey, thanks for posting your videos too. You guys can take the time to check out, if you're not annoying, please check out the stats videos too, because she's posting some beautiful images of Florida. A 21-minute video was awesome. The comments are taken down. It could be deliberate. That's okay. But if not, You go to content in studio, you go studio, content, edit that video, and in the edit, well, you could change in the information if you want to add the comments, but if you guys need any help, let me know. Same here, Lisa. Love you guys. Salut Lise, merci. Strong human antennas can make Zendrils when connected in a ring. There's a YT about making one, and the guy stepping in, he had days old beard coming back out. Oh, wow. Très intéressant. Beautiful stuff coming out. We are all together, guys, going to witness Atlantis. Do you know that? We're going to witness maybe the coming of Christ, what they call the coming of Christ. Could be a very different situation. There is lots going on, and I feel positive. Chillin' Krillin. Thanks a lot, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I should have muted that, eh? Always a dry nose. I never have a nose full of anything. It's just dry. I have to blow it just to be able to breathe again. Always have the problem with that. Eyes, ears. My eye problem, ladies and gentlemen, 90% back to normal. I'm very sad to tell you all that I think I was allergic to dairy products. I've not touched any cheese. Nothing. I'd be honest with you. I'm sure a heroin addict would not have had that much problem stopping heroin as I did stopping cheese. For some reason, it was just incredible. I said, geez, it's not even a cigarette for Pete's sakes, and I want the cheese. It's crazy. People can get hooked on certain foods and whatever they put on them. It's just nothing is good without cheese. So the good news is that I don't like eating anymore. Nothing tastes good. But I'll adapt. You got to keep encouraging me. I'm still on my diet. But you see, people don't understood me wrong. I said I wanted to lose weight, not subs. So let me lose my weight, and you guys take the time to subscribe if you're interested. I'm sure there's at least 2 of you here right now that aren't subbed. Maybe all of you aren't subbed. Those are things I don't check. If I'm going to start checking to see who's subbing and I'm subbing, it'd take me a hell of a long time. I'll check Darla later. Okay, so I'll talk to you all later. Love you guys. Thanks, mods. And thanks for the generous contributions, guys. And if you're here watching the videos, you're definitely contributing to the channel. Go watch the before last video before the stream I posted called Space Porn of a very close-up moon, and be expecting tonight in a couple of hours, the video will be uploading the dark pyramids on the moon. So don't be alarmed when I try to write a very attractive title to get people in. All my titles that I write, I never lie. I never clickbait. And what's in my videos, I write in the titles. So when I write black pyramids side by side, 50 plus black pyramids on the moon, seen standing up because of the elevation of the Terminator line and the light and the scattering. And see, that's what I get into. That's why I get in trouble. I write too detailed titles. Maybe so I just say, check out these pickles, y'all. I bet you'll get more views. But anyways, I'm sure you're sick of me right now. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks for the amazing support. Comments have completely stopped, okay? And I know there's at least 100 of you that were here tonight. Let's see how many out of the 100 people that will come and comment on the video. The videos will get 50 to 80 comments, and then I come and comment back, and then there's 160 comments, and then we stop. So let's keep it up. Double comment if you have to, guys. Right? Love you. Talk to you all later. Thanks again. I'm going to check the sky tonight.